everyone. My name's Dan Solberg. I'm the Education Coordinator at the University of Kentucky Art Museum in Lexington. It's my job to come up with fun and informative ways of engaging museum visitors with the art that we have on display through tours, guides, games, and other interactive media. I often work quite closely with the museum's curator, Janie Welker, whose job I'm going to focus on for you all today. Janie is the curator of exhibitions and collections at the University of Kentucky Art Museum. She selects the art to put into different exhibitions, which could come from any of the museum's own collection, or perhaps we need to borrow it from another museum, gallery, artist, or art collector. We have a few different sizes and shapes of gallery in the museum, so each needs special care to select artwork to best fit each space, and for the artwork to have a common theme or category across the different pieces. For example, we recently had an exhibition in one of our smaller spaces called Illumination. Each artwork in Illumination used light in a notable way, going from a painting of a landscape at sunset all the way to an actual electric lamp that was plugged in the space. The curator also writes about art exhibitions for various publications and sometimes gives special tours of them as well. A typical day for a curator can have a lot of variety, from browsing our collection and storage, to meeting with artists, to designing an exhibition itself, or writing about the art. It really depends on what's happening in our bigger museum calendar as to what a curator needs to do on a particular day. A curator typically helps people who are curious about an artwork that they may own as well. Perhaps they want to know who made it, or where it came from. Sometimes a curator may not have all those answers, but a person may have to take that work to a dedicated art appraiser. But being able to analyze artwork and have a firm knowledge of art history will give many visitors all the information that they need. To be a curator at the museum, most will require at least a master's degree in art history, but some larger museums also require PhDs. Curators at community-based art centers and galleries typically have at least a bachelor's degree in art, or an art-related field, or are working artists themselves sometimes. I asked Janie what advice she'd have for anyone who wants to look into a career as a curator, and she suggested talking to people who work at the museum, so you can see what kind of different jobs there are and which you might be most interested in. Perhaps even interning at a museum someday to get some hands-on experience. Adding to that, my personal advice would be to stay curious and active in the arts. Seek out the extra information about artworks that you can find, and look into connections between artworks and things happening around you. Part of a curator's job, and mine as an educator, is to help art viewers find meaning in artwork that's relevant to them. And what better place to start than finding that meaning for yourself? Thank you all for your time, and I hope you come to visit us at the Art Museum sometime soon in the near future, once we open it back up again, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your career day presentations. Thanks so much. Bye.